and it's not just going to bring life-threatening conditions to the coast, but well inland. We're talking this beast over 500 miles wide, so don't just focus on the center, but keep in mind we're not only going to be dealing with the coastal threat, but the inland flooding. And even here in Charlotte, North Carolina, where we are, we're going to be dealing with impacts directly. Charlotte has canceled classes beginning tomorrow afternoon. So Thursday, Friday, classes canceled here in Charlotte because of Florence. So we're going to take you down to the coast, about 200 miles here.
All right, y'all. So I've been trying to get this video together so I can just basically go over some of the stuff that I ended up getting. Let me turn this down.
On a 72-hour forecast for excessive rainfall. Typically, we would not go to such a high level with this outlook, but the last time was unfortunately Hurricane Harvey. So the confidence in an extreme rainfall event is very high at this point. It's a small area where that confidence is high. It's basically the coast of southeast North Carolina, as we see Florence come ashore during the day on Friday.
All right, so I'm back, and I just wanted to go over, and please excuse my shot because I got my phone kind of like anchored in a way where you can kind of see some of the stuff I bought. So y'all know I went to the special store today because I just wanted to just prepare and grab a couple of things for before this hurricane comes in. So hold on. Gosh, man, I do have a camera. I just haven't started using it because is that better? Okay, I think that's better. Yeah, so I went to the special store today with Symphony, and then I had to go to another special store, and then she started not feeling too well, so I had to rush her home to give her Tylenol again, and now she's just resting. I'm gonna just rip. This is a perfectly good bag, but I'm just gonna rip this open. So, okay, so this is the first special store that I went to is one of the, I call it, for y'all who's new, I call this the special store because this is like one of my favorite thrift stores, but I call it the special store. So I got a Lennox candle. This candle is it's just a regular candle, but this is a really nice size candle. I got this candle for $1. But this is a very good size candle, especially if you need to, you know, if it's a storm or something and the lights go out. Symphony picked this little flashlight up. So we got a couple of flashlights here. So we got this flashlight for 50 cents because it was on sale. My last blow dryer went out, so I ended up getting a new blow dryer. And this is Revlon, and I got this for $3. I'm not sure if you can see the price tag, $3. And I tested it to make sure it was gonna blow out or anything like that. Got another flashlight. This was half price off, so did pretty good with that. Got that for I think 75 cents. What else? Did I get anything else from that special store? I know I get, oh, where's it at? It's right behind y'all. So, remember I went through the box and y'all, I was taping it and y'all kind of saw it. So, I got this. These are Root Legacy Fashion Lime Blossom. These are like scented candles. These are like really good to have, like aromatherapy, or I don't know if I'm saying it right. But they smell really, really good. So I got a whole pack of candles for literally, well, she charged me $5 for the whole thing. I said, okay, why not? You can never, you know, these are small candles. I like using kind of big candles. There was another big candle that I got too. Where is it? It's right there. Sorry, y'all. Excuse me. I got this big candle, too. I got this, I think, for $2. So this is a big candle. But you just got to be careful about candles because you don't know what people use. You know, a lot of people in witchcraft use candles. So you got to be very careful, especially green candles. So, but this one is pretty big. And I just said, you know what? I just went ahead and got it. But, you know, just letting you know. Also, too, Ooh, it's like different. It's like a different assorted kind. This is Illumination Scented Tea Light set of 12. So I was excited about that. I got a whole bunch of candles. So if the lights ever go off over here, we're pretty good when it comes to candles. So when I went there, I did not see anything that was like really good for Symphony. Like far as, you know, I was trying to look for a coat and everything. So I ended up going to a different store, in which, hold on real quick, in order for me to kind of model some of these things out, I need to have a kid's hanger. So some of these things was on sale. So I got this jacket right here. This is like a little windbreaker. It's a really nice jacket. Let me try to scoop back to that. Ooh. Sorry, y'all. I'm literally trying here. Oh, y'all like, Mona, you need to get it together. I'm trying, y'all. I'm trying. I'm just going to use this right here like that. Why is all of this right here? I hate when stuff like this happens. Okay, I know next week I definitely have to start using my camcorder, because I just can't be rigging stuff like this. It's just so irritating. It really is. No, I do not want to cancel. Okay. So where were we? So this is the jacket that I got her. This is more like a windbreaker. This is a really nice, if I can scoop back. This is a really nice jacket. This is by, look at the detail. I do like this. My gosh, it was like, I don't know. But this is actually by Rothschild. So I got this for $2.98. So I got this for $3. And all of the stuff too, I'm gonna wash it. This was another jacket right here. I was looking for a more sturdy coat for Symphony, and I'm still going to be on the lookout. But this is a very thick coat. I think it's a very thick coat. Golly, can I scoop back? Oh, thank you. Yeah, now I'm getting her. Now she's 3. So this right here, this is her. This is another jacket that I bought. This is by Rothschild. You can see the details. It's polka dot. It has a hoodie. It's more like when it starts getting cold. But I like more thicker jackets. I mean, thicker coats. But the lining in it is pretty cute. You know, it has like this little ladybug type of feel to it. So I got this one for $6.98. But I said, okay, because they didn't really have too much of some good, I mean, they had an okay, whatever, but usually when I go there, they usually have some really, really, really good stuff. So this right here was another cute coat that I saw. And let's see, this right here, this is pretty cute. It has like a little crown right here. And I like the inside. It's very thick. So when it starts getting cool, before I put her on with a coat, then, you know, she can start off with a nice, thick, zipping up, you know, like sweater type thing. And this is by, who is this by? This is a Disney. And I got this for $4.98. So if you are a mom that's like, or a dad that's like on a budget, because the way I look at it is like the main things that I would like really buy like brand new is more like underwear, shoes, and I mean, but if I see some lightly shoes that haven't been worn or whatever like that, or really lightly worn, I will get those. Like kid stuff, I will get those. But usually like brand new stuff that I'll pay like over 20-something odd dollars for is like her shoes, undergarments, and of course, I usually get like her hair bows and stuff like that, because kids grow so quick. One minute she'll be in this, next minute I'm donating it, you know. So I got her some really cute sweatpants. I had a miscarriage in 2015. I kept all the clothes I bought for my child. I did too. When I lost my babies, I kept all of those clothes, and guess what? Symphony wore pretty much all of them. She wore all of them, and then I ended up giving some of them away to my good friend. And so, yeah, keep all of them, because when you do have, if it's a boy, when you do have a boy, you'll have some clothes. And it's like he's wearing it from his big brother, or she's wearing it from her big sister. So I kept those clothes. There's still some things that used to belong to one of the babies I lost, Melody, and I still have to this day. This right here is, and God bless you, God bless you too. This right here, this is very comfortable. This is only $3. That's still a little high, but I mean, I kind of need this later on. This right here, and I don't know who that is by. Who is this by? Granimals. This right here is Cat and Jack, a size 3T. I kind of like the pattern on this because it has like the little hearts on it. I got this for 99 cents. So I was like, that's coming with me. Y'all, oh, this is too cute. This feels so good. Like, it's so soft. Brand new with the tag on it. It's actually, is this a fox fur for real? Am I saying that right? Wait a minute. 3-piece fur jacket. What the heck? Set. Color charcoal gray. Let me find out. She gonna be wearing some fox. What in the world? Okay. I was just like, oh, this feels so good. No wonder why I do. It's a freaking fur. But I thought this would be really good, especially around the wintertime. You off to church or something like that. So this was really nice. It has like the pants set that goes with it. It also has like, let's see what's on the inside. So it is definitely a 3-piece. It has like the shirt on the inside. Girl, she got a daggone faux fun. Faux for her. I'm like, is this a fur for real? Y'all really making furs for babies? I want me a fur. But anyway. So yeah, this is pretty cute, and it feels really good. The first thing I'm thinking about is feels good, warm, wintertime, fighting off colds. Bet. And I got this for, now, this was $14.96, but I got this, I think it was 35% off. So this is still on sale, and I said it's cute, it's brand new. Why not? I also got her these little hats. These are really cute hats. You see right here? And it got her little ear muffs in it. And it got her little, what's the names? So this is really cute. I'm trying not to rush out. It's very warm coat. It is. Oh, no. I know y'all thought y'all was the stuff. Your dad hooked you up. Okay, so yeah, I got her this hat. Now this hat right here costs $1.98. So that was $2. Worth it. Got her this cute hat. This was too cute. When I put it on her head, it looked too cute. It's like a little face with well, not a face. It has little eyeballs with 2 little lashes with a little bow. So this is great for the wintertime. Bought her that. That was $2 as well. These right here. I like these little things, especially when it gets cold out. I cannot believe my baby gonna be fitting in this. At one point in time, she was in newborn things. Yes, I got her the Minnie Mouse, and this came up to $3.98, and it's Disney. It's from Disney. I still think that was a little bit too high, but hey, you know, I like to. I mean, it's cool. So this right here, I thought this was really cute. This is by Nanantine. Let me show y'all. I don't know. Believe it or not, Symphony be wearing a lot of name brand stuff, but I'll be like, look, you see how much I be getting this for. So this is a really cute sweater with the cute little tutu at the bottom. This would be cute for some jeans, or if she, you know, some little leggings or something like that. Thick leggings, you know, for like the wintertime kind of. Oh, girl, yeah, they sitting up there probably looking. And this right here, let's see. This right here is, how much did I get that for? Oh, I got this for $6.98. It's worth it because it's thick and it's wintertime. So I'm like, okay, bet. I got this. These are really cute too. These are really cute little sweats. I like to put her in sweats. I do get jeans and stuff like that for her, but because she goes to daycare, I like her to be able to kind of run. And you know, sometimes jeans can be very restricted, you know, so even her daycare provider, when she has a change of clothes, she always puts her on like stretchy material. So I got this for, this was, I think I got this for like 25 cents because this was on sale. And this is really good. Let me show you this one too. This is a really cute shirt. And y'all, the whole time I was sitting up there shopping while my god sister was online with me. Roller Kitty. Oh, I didn't call her Roller Kitty. But this is cute. You know. Isn't this cute? And I got this for, I think I got this for like $1.40. $1.40. You know. I honestly, since I've had Symphony, I do not, I mean, I have gone into like Ross and stuff and bought like, you know, dresses and little stuff here or there, but I know where to get the stuff. I got these. These are great leg warmers, and I got these for 99 cents. You know, so if you are a mom that's like on a budget or whatever like that, you know, there are places that you can go. I like these little things right here. These right here are like, they're not underwear, but they're like undergarments to go over like your pamper and stuff like that. So the pamper, so if they do go to the bathroom or something like that, you don't feel like the pamper's bulging through their like their pants or their jeans or something. I think colors really influence the mood. They do. And you know what else influences the mood? Different perfumes. Like I'm really big into certain perfumes. If I put a perfume on and my mood goes down, that is not the perfume for me. Colors does that, and smells really do that. These are really good. I had to get these, and I'm gonna wash and bleach these out. Are really, really good. But these are like training Pampers or whatever like that. I mean pants. What else did I get? So I also got, I'm probably the only person in the universe that has a VHS player. And I never wear perfume, gotta think about it. Let me tell you, one of my favorite perfumes, I don't even think I'm saying it right, it's Vanyetta. That is one of my favorite. It always puts me in a really good mood. But it depends on your taste, though. You have some people that don't wear perfume. I got this movie. This is called A Star Was Born. Yes, Judy Garland. I love looking at classics. And so I got these for 66 cents for the whole thing. So I was super excited about that. I also got the Mother Goose Treasury for Symphony. I got this for 33 cents. VHS movies are super cheap at this particular thrift store, in which I love it because I can go and I can find me some good stuff. I got the Little Engine That Could for 33 cents. We also got Barney. You know, that's Symphony thing. Barney, come on. She don't care what's going on. She don't care. I also got, at first I wasn't going to get it, but my god sister said she really do like this coat. So I got this coat for like $3.20, I think. I think it was like $3.20. If I can just zipping this thing up. And this is actually by Wonder Kids. It's more like a windbreaker. It's thick enough, like when it starts getting cool out, she can put on. And it has like the little different colors under the hood, you know. And I'm starting to realize she's starting to wear like more bigger. My baby's getting big. It's like all that baby just went out the window. Still my little baby, my little girl now. So she got, and I got this for $3 and some change. And it still has it where I can put her name on there and everything. Because you know some coats, when it's been used, what's this? Oh. And of course, because the storm, you know, I'm like a storm is a-coming. I got this brand new apple can. Now, if y'all ever seen these type of candles, well, I wouldn't say it's in CVS, but this is American Craft Green Apple. And I got this for almost $4. But it smells really good. And it's a big candle, so if the lights go out, big candles are awesome because they light up and they stay lit for a very long time. What else did I get? I got her. This is a cute look. I like this because it has fun colors in it. Beautiful. You know, it's purple. It's thick. You can wash it a couple of times and it's not going to fall off. You know, like, and this is by Garnimals again. And so I got this one for $2, $1.98. So that did. Oh, let me show y'all the jacket I got me. Okay. Now, I got this for, I think it was like $4.20. This is Studio Works. I don't know if y'all can see it. But I think this is a very, like, professional jacket. Like if you're at work. You know, it has the buttons on the side of it. I don't think y'all can see it. But anyway, so. Oh, and it got a little hood in the back, too. So it's very, like, professional. And by golly, I'm like, is this thing lying? Because it says it's a small. And I know I ain't been in a small in a minute. So, I got this for less than 6 bones. So, I really like this. I'm not buttoning it up correct because the buttons are down. But, yeah, I get a lot of my jackets and stuff from there. Because some of the places, like some of the thrift stores that I've been to, I got in Gucci bags and I'm not really in it. I realized I'm not a name brand person. Thank you. I'm really not. I mean, maybe when I was young, I was like, yeah, I want this, because everybody wanted. There are 2 things to this day that I will not wear. I just started not liking Louis Vuitton. And I'm going to tell you why. I saw a commercial recently, and it was all men that were trying to look like women. And I'm like, I'm not going to buy your bag because why? I'm not even going to wear your bag because I feel like you're catering to men or transgender people and not women. So why would, I mean, most women carry, you know, purses, but since you're not going to put us on the map, I'm not going to support this. So I will not wear a Louis Vuitton bag. I'm not into Michael Kors. And who else is it? I would not touch. And at one point in time, I used to love this name brand. I would not touch Tiffany's. I would not touch. I don't care. I've been sitting up here shopping for a new ring, in which my new ring will be coming in on Friday. But Tiffany's, I would not touch them ever. And I know you're like, Mona, why wouldn't you touch them? Because Tiffany used to make collars, slave collars for little girls. I should say, what? So you telling me my great aunts and great aunts and them, you had slave collars? Nope, won't be putting that on my finger. So I just don't do Tiffany's. Each his own though, but that's the reason why I don't. So let's get back to this stuff. So this is just excuse my tiger in the back. Solo. Settle down. So this right here is another shirt that I got, Synthy's. And how much we paid? 49 cents for this shirt. And isn't it cute? My baby got an owl on it with lashes. So this is 49 cents, and this was by just Carter's, pretty much. Just one U. So yeah. What else did I get? I got this shirt. This is kind of a little dark, but I like the colors, and she's starting to become a little bit big. And this is by Telltale Girl, and this is a 5. That's why it's big. Symphony's still in 3s right now, so who knows how tall she'll grow. Her dad is pretty tall, so I'm sure she'll grow. Oh, what's this? Oh, so I got Christmas Classics. So it's Christmas Family Classics with the song by Ben Crosby. If y'all ever know who Ben Crosby is, he's one of the guys on White Christmas. So, you know, around the holidays and stuff, I love to kind of like play like the movies over and over. And this year, Symphony is really going to be, she's paying attention. So when she sees that snow, I know she's going to be like, what is this? Hold on. Put my shoes on, Mom. I may be like, hold on, Tails. This is a really cute shirt. So I like stuff like this. You know, this is really cute. It's nice, it's comfy, it's warm, and it's cheap. So I got this for probably 8 cents. This is on sale. This is a very nice shirt. This is by Granimals again. Granimals. What are they trying to say? They're grandbabies or animals? Like, what's that? Where they get that name from? Graham crackers or something? I got this. This is a very cute shirt right here, too. Let me see. This is a 3T, and this is Jumping Bing. I like this because, you know, you can put jean to it or it's not a nice bottom with it, but it's still very nice. Yeah, girl, you'll be surprised at what you can get. I got this for $2.09, but I really like the colors in it too. This right here, I really like this. I got this for, this was half price off of 99 cents, so like 40 something cents. So I like these. These are, like I said, diaper covers, and it's perfect for her. This right here I just grabbed, and if you don't know what this is a waist cincher. I need me one of these. I was actually about to order it. So, and guess what? I got this for free. She just, because no tag was on it, she was like, I said, okay, thank you. So, oh, and I also got these. They have very nice, who is this by? These are some very warm gloves. And they're very stylish gloves, too. This is by Stoner Warm-Ups by Eris, one size. So, the place I went to, she charged me $5 for these. I think that was a little bit expensive, but I said, Dad, when I put my hand in, I'm like, it is warm, so if you want to be warm, but at the same time, you don't want to be bulky, I think these are some really cute gloves, especially like if you have like a trench coat or if you have like brown colors or whatever like that. You can get very nice, nice gloves, and they are very warm because like right now my hands are getting hot. So that was my haul that I got. And also too, remember the other day when I went to Aldi's? Excuse me, y'all, I don't mean to be all up in. These were the roses that I got. And they actually turned out pretty good. I was really surprised. I was like, they look really good. I usually sometimes, like every 2 weeks, I go to Aldi's and I just get me roses because I kind of like to, you know, like put the little bouquet and everything together. So they were pretty good. I was really surprised. Like, wait a minute, these don't look like no cheap roses. But anyway, so that's what I got. So I'm going to, oh yeah, this is another one too. I got this for, I think it was like 20 cents. This is another diaper cover. I love these. Sooner or later, Symphony won't be wearing diaper covers because right now she's in training to use her potty. I actually went and got her a potty that looks like a toilet, like it has the whole white thing because I wanted her to see. The other one, she was just playing around eating her chips and acting like, hey, what you want me to do? With this one, she's like, oh, I got a toilet like y'all do. So she's doing really good with that. So that pretty much completes. Now, how much did I pay for all of that? For all of the clothes, the first thing that I showed y'all and all of the tapes and everything, that was under $60. So I paid all of that, included the jacket. That was under $60. So I want to say everything put together was about $70. And I'm talking about like the candle. I'm talking about like the whole box of candles and everything. And I feel like I'm forgetting something else. Yeah, that was about $70. So if I spend $100 on outfits, especially for Symphony, I'm coming out with a lot of bags. I'm going to come out with like a lot of stuff. You can go and get a whole bunch of outfits for just $20. And I know like certain places, if you guys don't have a special store there, then I understand you have to bite the bullet and do what you got to do. But there's always a way to kind of like bargain. So I'm really happy that I do live around certain places where I know I can get my stuff for cheap, because this girl is growing. One minute she can be in this size, and the next minute she doesn't fit it. So I don't feel guilty if she spills something on it that doesn't come out, so I just toss it and throw it in the trash. Or if she doesn't fit it, I can just donate it. You know what I mean? It's just like goes on to the next person. But they grow so quick. So my suggestion for anyone who's having a baby, you know, of course you want the baby to have the best. But majority of the time, like when you get that newborn, they're going to be in like onesies and little sleepers and stuff like that. So you're not even going to be able to put them in the outfit that you want, because you're not going to really want the baby to be all in public yet, because the baby didn't have the shots and therefore they outgrew the outfit. So you didn't even get a chance to the baby didn't even get a chance to wear it. So you donated it. And if somebody like me goes to the special store you donated it to, you spent $100 on it and I spent $2 on it. But anyway, so all I'm saying is this, is that, you know, if you one of those people that's just like, but I just feel so, if you find a really good spot to go to, you're going to find some good stuff. Because I also got, I'm not sure if I showed y'all last time, I got a Polaroid camera there. Because, you know, Polaroid is back in style now. I got some brand new Conair foot machines. And I'm talking about brand new in the box, still with the plastic, never been used before. And I'm paying only like $12 for it. You know what I'm saying? I've gotten brand new body washes, never been opened, still sealed. And these are expensive stuff like Gucci colognes and all of that other, perfumes and stuff. Expensive things that you would pay top dollar for, but you're only getting it for like $10 and stuff. I've gotten art. As a matter of fact, this piece of art right here that's on the wall, that piece right there is worth over $1,000. And I know I only paid like $30 for it. So my thing is like, you want to, you don't have to spend so much money for materialistic things. You really don't. I could show you a statue. Hold on real quick. Let me show you. If I can find it. Like this right here is a soap statue. It's a soap, what is it called? It's a soapstone. It's a statue. Now, when I got this from my favorite spot that I went to. And guess how much I paid for this? I think I paid $3 for this. But I don't think somebody checked the bottom of this. Because if you look closely, This, what does that say? I'm sorry, y'all. My camera is crazy. The number that you see right there, it says $1,250. And the person's name who created this is right here. And this was made in '88. But I still like it. I really like this because this represents family. And so it's a soapstone. So it's very nice. But like I said, you know, you can design your place however you want, or your outfit, or even if you're shopping, if you're a mom on the budget, you can go and still get really nice things. And people would think like, oh my gosh, is that a such and such? And I'm like, what is that? You know, and I wouldn't know. And then I'm like, oh, you know, they would know how much I paid for it. Because, you know, back, my grandmother used to always tell me, you know, when people ask you where you got it from, oh, I've been had this, or, you know, because some people will turn up their nose when they find out, oh, where you get that from? Oh, I got this from the thrift store. You know, they would turn up their nose, but I'm to the point right now where I'm 36. I'm too grown to impress anybody. Ain't nobody paying nobody bills around here but me. So, if you want to save some money, the thrift store is definitely a place to go look at. And I love looking at antique roadshows and things like that. So when I'm always out, I kind of know what this particular piece is, or that particular piece, or, you know, like for instance, earlier today, I saw a jug that looked like it was like over 100 years old. But, and I found some really great pieces that I actually took to be auctioned by people who were actually on like the Antique Roadshow. But anyway, so I was super excited to actually get some of these things from the special store and not pay too much from it. I think now I have to just pack up all of her summer stuff and donate all of that, because you can accumulate a lot of stuff. And so I'm going to do this rule that my mother said. If you have not wore it in the last, I think she said 3 to 4 months, get rid of it. I've had bad, I'm talking about stuff that is just so fly. And I'm like, I know I'm going to get into it. Get rid of it. And that leaves room for some new stuff too. Yeah, so that being said, you will find a lot of great things. Like this was one of this thing just sitting over here. This was one of my great findings that I had. This is a glass beverage jar. And when I threw my cookout, I had some parfait in there, which had like, what was in it? What did I put in it? I think we put like strawberries in it, and also I put mint in it, some ice, some water. So when everybody was grilling and got their water, they were able to do this. And this is glass too, so it was a very nice centerpiece. That's why I'm so super excited that when I do get my house again, I'm able to decorate the way I want, because when you're in a smaller space, you can accumulate with so much. You know what I mean? But you can't go wrong if you go to a special store or you find a good deal. Like I used to be into that couponing stage, but I'm so busy right now and I'm at work that I really don't have time to be cutting out coupons and stuff. But when I was really into it, I did really, really good. But if you are a mom on a budget, and if you can find yourself a really good spot. But it's crazy because my grandmother called me the other day. Nana called me the other day and was like, Mona. I'm like, hey, Nana, I ain't heard from you in a while. So we talking. She said, you know, they shut down one of our favorite stores. I'm like, which store would this be? And the store was one of them over there by Andrews. And if anybody lives in DMV area and you're a thrift shopper, you know what store I'm talking about over there by Andrews Air Force Base. And you can really find some really great things in there, because a lot of those people over there are military. So they may get brand new stuff and be shipped out and then just leave it there. And so you may go in and find some really great things in there. But what I noticed lately about certain thrift stores is that they would start charging way over. Like, the reason why I like these two stores is that they're still under budget. Not under budget, but they're still like reasonable. You still feel like you saved when you walk out. Like, I started to notice that particular thrift store, their shirts would be $9.99. I'm like, well, what's the point of me being here? I might as well just go up to Ross or, Target. And don't get it twisted. Just because I go to the special store, I still do go to other stores too. But it's not likely, unless this is a fly shirt, that I'm going to pay $59.99 for it. No, because I know for a fact I'm going to get that same shirt for $3. Now, I do buy like my dresses and my suits and stuff like that. Like, who has this? Calvin Klein has a really great line, and so Ross would usually have it. So I still get those at a really good price, like maybe $29.99 or something like that. And I really like the dresses, especially for work. But anyway, let me get back to the store. So this thrift store overpriced their stuff, and so my Nana told me, she just went in, it was closed. They didn't give anyone any notice, and I'm like, well, what happened? She said she went to the other spot, the other special store, and they was like, yeah, did you hear about that? Everybody talk, right? And she said that the guy was like, the reason why they shut down is because they were part of, they hooked up with an organization, and they promised that they were going to be paying and they were doing something, but they weren't, and now they're being sued. And I said, greedy. See, that's what happens, because when people donate these things, they donate them for free. You're supposed to give it freely to the public, but lately what has been happening is that they've been making profits on their own, and they've been upping the prices, and not just to the public in the community that these people actually donate their stuff to. I'm gonna give you a prime example. Goodwill used to be my go-to spot, especially when me and my husband was living around the way. Our house was decked out. We had some of the best stuff in there. Y'all, they used to sell like Art Deco stuff up in there. I'm talking about stuff that cost money. And as a matter of fact, I ended up getting a couple of pieces from there. But what happened was they ended up putting a manager in there, and he started going over everything. So all the donations that used to come there, where they would put out, now they would snatch it up, and then they would send it somewhere else, and then they started auctioning it. And so it got to the point where you know that this is a very high-end area. So if it's a very high-end area, you're going to get some high-end stuff. But then when you start walking in there, all of a sudden you went from high-end to rinky-dink. Like, what is this? Like, what did y'all do? And that's what Goodwill was doing. As a matter of fact, they were on the news because one of the Goodwills up the street, a lady donated something, and one of them was a ring. Instead of them taking the ring and putting it for sale at the store, they took that freaking ring, and I think that was like a 3 carat or a 2 carat, and they auctioned it off online. And I'm like, I don't like that. Like, if I live in my community helping y'all out with y'all bills, and because y'all employing people, now what you're doing is you're cycling stuff, and you're going through the good stuff, and you're putting it here and talking about, well, this is Goodwill because this is what we're doing. And so they started doing that. And so that's why it's really hard for me to support a Goodwill anymore, because they started going up on their prices. And I understand you need to pay people, but somebody going to spend a lot of money or go in there and spend money, especially if they know they're getting quality stuff. But if they're not getting quality stuff, it's like, well, I might as well just go to the mall or go ahead and order this online. I'm not going to go in there and spend this amount of money. I've seen stuff in stores, and I'm like, excuse me, y'all, but y'all selling this for like, they're always going. Yeah, when I found out about that ring, I said, really? He was upset because I got an Art Deco scale, and he said, who put the price of that on there? And I'm like, what is going on? Y'all used to, they started to look things up. They got real crazy. And even with one of the special stores in Clinton, their workers back there were kind of Latino, the Spanish speaking. So they would tell them, like, if you see DKNY in these type of clothing, to make sure you do whatever. And I understand you're trying to make some money, but it's gotten to the point where people were just like, I might as well just go somewhere else if this is how you're going to be. And I got to the point where, and I will donate to the stores that I usually go to, But I either do that, or majority of the time I'll just donate to the yellow box. But I'm not sure if the yellow box go in and still filter it out to Goodwill or not. I'm not sure. But would they do like World Planet or whatever like that? But yeah, they just became so corrupt. It's like you see something and I'm like, oh snap, I'm gonna get that, because you see it's gonna come in. Oh no, we gotta make sure that we go here. And it got to the point where they got very, very greedy. And so yeah, Goodwill has a bad reputation now in NYC too. Yeah, because they gone up on that stuff. They'll get something for free and put $10.99 on it, $20.99 on it, $35.99 on it, and then look at you like they gotten up. And I'm like, nobody wants an experience like that, especially if they're buying secondhand stuff. You see what I'm saying? You got it for free, and you're going to really charge me this much for this? No, thank you. But that's why I really love the special stores that I go to, because I can negotiate and be like, well, you think you could do it for this? And sometimes, okay, fine, I'll do it for this. Okay, bet. You know, so I like that. But if I go somewhere and it's just like, no, this is how we do. If it doesn't have a tag, sorry, you're going to have to wait until next week. What? Y'all just got this for free? Like, what? And then also, too, when you're thrift shopping, it's more of a, because my cousin used to get frustrated, like, I can't see it. I said, you got, the whole thing is you got to look. You have to look. I've seen stuff where I'm like, I needed something, and then I'll go in, and then bam, it's just right there. But I think that's just for anything. But anyway, so getting back to what I was saying, like, and getting tax write-offs. Yeah, that's true. But you know what? I never really used my tax write-offs. Like, they give you this ticket and stuff. My grandmother, she is famous for using that. But I just be like, all right. But yeah, I did a lot of my shop. Majority of the stuff that I get, especially when it comes to like my clothes, other than like my shoes, undergarments and stuff, I usually go to the special store to get it. I do. And the thing about it is, what I have found, when I go to department stores, no, I go to Ross to get my business clothes and everything like that. And I still go to the special store. But what I found out is that when I go to a special spot, this may be a couture outfit that may cost $300, and I paid $5 for it. And that same thing I would see at this department store, and I'm like, I just paid nothing for it. You know, you can negotiate just about anything out here, or you can get it for less. You can get it for less. You know, I've been to places where I seen one lady who had on a dress, and she looked across the room, and another lady had on the same dress. That's one thing I hate about department stores, because they would have that same dress on the same style. But anyway, so that was just the start of like the winter stuff, because I still have to make sure that Symphony gets like her snow boots. I still gotta I'm gonna order her socks and stuff like that online. So I'm just trying to prepare myself for winter and go through all her summer clothes that I know she's gonna like grow out of. And that's about it. So I don't think that we're going to get the storm now, because it looks like it's just going to really like hit North Carolina, South Carolina, unless it do like a complete left. So I thank God for that, because at least we'll have electricity, and I got a workplace to go back to, and a home to go back to. Who knows? This storm may switch like a 10 speed, but I just hope and pray it doesn't come anywhere near us. Right now, Hurricane Florence is a Category 4 at 140 miles an hour. And so they done an evacuation, and I think like over 1 million people. So you know that, I mean, they're going to be coming up this way. So I just hope that it's not as damaging as they say, because it's devastating to go back to a place and all your stuff is just underwater. Mildew. I mean, if a house has water that rolls up to the second floor, we're talking about major damage here. We're talking about mildew and all of that. It's just, you might as well just pack up and leave. So my main concern was my job, because I need to go to work. And number two, like, you know, you have a baby and you worry about safety stuff, because Tiffany has been battling this She's had a fever now. She had a fever today, and she also had a fever on Thursday. So I've been trying to get rid of this cold that's on her. And when you're dealing with stuff like this, a daggone hurricane coming through, then you don't want to deal with that while you got a sick baby. You don't want to deal with that either, where it can cause damages, because like I said, I haven't forgotten about Katrina, and if y'all been around, y'all haven't forgotten about Katrina either. Then people was without water, power, and we are spoiled. We live like kings and queens over here. Every 2 seconds we checking our cell phones, and we looking at TV, we on the phone, on the internet, on the computers, doing what we do. And if we don't have no electricity, it's like, what, so I'm kind of happy. State of emergency declared South Carolina, North Carolina, and VA. I am in VA, but I'm in Northern Virginia. Maybe make her some real ginger tea, boost her immune system. Yes, the only thing is that Symphony's going to spit that mess out. She does not like sipping on, and she's one of those, like you have to force things down her throat. But yeah, ginger tea does that. I'm gonna have to do something, because I'm like, this thing that's on her, and usually it's like, I feel like if she goes around another kid that was sick, then Symphony may feel whatever. So and I realize too, like when she's a little snuffy, do not bathe her, because her pores open up, and next thing you know, she's dealing with a fever. So I'm praying that when she jumps up, she'll be ready to run around like she usually is. So I'm looking over here. So it looks like this storm is headed straight to South Carolina, North Carolina. It's not coming up to DC, but we don't know if it's going to turn or not, because if it turns, and lately we've been getting a lot of storms here. I don't know about y'all, but we've been getting a lot of rain, a lot of storms. We've been getting a lot of stuff. So yeah. So yeah, y'all. So that was my special store haul, and which I think I did pretty good. I didn't find a coat. I'm not gonna lie though. I didn't find a coat that I really wanted her to have. I know you're like, Mona, you going to the special store. Yes, but it's a particular type of coat, like one of them bear coats, Has it been everything wonderful? Has it been everything wonderful? You were waiting to have your baby. Yes. Hat to the yes. Even after dealing with my divorce and my husband not being there, I look at my daughter and I'm just like, I'm still like, pinch me, I need to wake up. It has been so wonderful. It's like the older she gets, is new vocabulary, new things that she learned, new facial expressions that she learned. And then the wonderful thing about being a mother is that she knows I'm her mother. Like, she can be excited to go somewhere, but when I walk through the door, it's like, Mommy! Like, it's one of those things, like, she's a mama's girl. She's definitely a mama's girl. Certain facial expressions she make and certain things she do, she has a lot of her dad. Like, I'm like, oh my gosh, your father does that. Like, oh my God. Like, she'll do things. It amazes me, because some things I'm like, that's something I would do. Like, when I tell her not to do something and she hit that corner and I'm running after her, I was like, Jesus, she's fast. Like, being a mother it's such a humbling experience, especially when you went through a loss. And so I enjoy taking her shopping. I enjoy going and looking for certain things for her to wear. I enjoy like the new words and everything that she's saying, and just rooting her on. Good job. And oh my, it's so wonderful. It is so wonderful. That's so nice. I saw you crying in some of those videos. I struggle with depression. I felt not alone watching you go through that. Then when I caught up and saw you had her, I was so glad for you. Thank you. Oh, I thought I wasn't going to be able to get out of that. That was a really dry spell for me, because year after year I was dealing with a baby loss, and to see other women go full term and have a baby. I even have nieces that weren't even grown, and you know what I'm saying, legal, and they were having babies. So I felt like the barren woman on an island that had these huge curses around me. And why couldn't I bear my husband a child? Like, why? And it became one of those things where that's all I wanted to do. That's all I wanted to have was a baby. Very contagious for you to share the courageous. Oh yeah, if you saw my videos for the get-go, I was very transparent. And I was very transparent. Nobody will ever understand how hard it is when you want a baby and you have one and you lose one. Or when you get that, everybody else gets congratulations and you get, I'm so sorry for your loss. Or they don't say anything to you. I still get emotional when I look at that movie Dumbo, the elephant. When everybody had those babies, like the other day, me and Symphony was looking at it, and I just, tears just came down my eyes because she was waiting for hers to come through, and everybody else had their babies, and I remember crying because I wanted to have my baby, and I'm like, wow, and I'm like, look at God, here I am watching this with my daughter now, and I have a baby now. So, if dealing with a loss, you're going to, it doesn't even matter, to be honest with you, when you do have a baby. You're going to be happy. You're going to be overwhelmed. Not overwhelmed, overjoyed. But you will always remember the baby loss. I realize I'm over now. I realize that motherhood is so hard, and I'm 41, too tired to try anymore. Yeah, that's what Sarah said. She laughed in the corner when the Lord told her, you going to get pregnant. She was like, And guess what? She did. Don't be surprised. 40 ain't like how it used to be 30 years ago. It's not. As long as you got eggs, you can watch God to make it happen. So, no, don't give up on that. Do not give up on your desire. Only God gives you that desire, to have children. He knows the desires of your heart. And sometimes He can have us to go through certain things so He can get the glory in it. You had to throw God in there, Mona. I love the Lord. I love the Lord. And it was nothing but the Lord. It was nothing but the Lord. That was me having Symphony was not my doing, and it was not her father doing. Every doctor told me that I would never go to term. Every doctor. Matter of fact, when I lost Harmony, they walked in the room and they said it's going to happen again. They said that you're going to lose this child again. But God was like, no, you're not. You're going to have a child. And I was like, I don't see how. And I was like, God, why is this happening to me? Because the whole time through my walk, through my depression, through everything, I was talking to the Lord like, this is not fair. And she was so pretty. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. I was in shock. Talk about depression. I love my husband. I do. I love my ex-husband. I do. But losing them babies was not on the level like losing my marriage. Losing them was just the hardest thing. And I thought that I was like, nobody could understand me. But I held on to God's promise. I kept praying, and God kept telling me, and I didn't see it. Move. I'm like, God, I don't know what you're talking about. I was just, and everybody looking at me like, here come Mona, the barren woman. I remember friends who didn't want me to come near them because they thought that they were going to lose their child. Sorry, Faith. So, no, don't give up. Don't think you're too old. I'm pushing 42. What you trying to say? I'm 36. I'm like, but at least you can be with a man. So, nah, don't give up. Because sometimes that could be your testimony. Your testimony could be like, I thought I couldn't. I was dealing with depression. I thought that I was too old to have. And next thing you know, I have a friend, and I haven't spoken to her in years. Her mother was 50-something years old. 50-something years old and had a stroke. I'm talking about one side of the body wasn't even working. When I met her, I've always known her mother to be in a wheelchair. Y'all, I lie to you not. This is right after high school, right before my brother passed away. Her mother, this is her mother. She tells me my mother pregnant. I'm like, what? When I saw her boyfriend, this dude looked like he was 70-something with a cane. I'm like, how in the heck? Do you know her mother gave birth to a healthy baby boy at 50-something years old and suffered from a stroke? Y'all got to understand when I tell you this, and I'm not trying to make fun. She could barely talk. She'd be like, hey, and I'd be like, hey, how's it going on? Yeah. She couldn't talk. I mean, she could talk. I mean, she could communicate. Yes, girl, she was 50-something. I'm not talking about 50. She was 50-something years old. Yes. And my friend had a baby boy, and then her mother had the baby. So, my friend ended up, coming over and helping out with her brother and everything. But yes, shocked the heck out of me. I'm like, how in the world? And both of these were, I don't mean to call, 50 ain't really old, but we talking about 57 years old. She done suffered a stroke. And this man, when I saw him, he looked like somebody's granddaddy with a cane. Yet, where they do that at? She had a baby, and y'all gotta understand, she couldn't walk. I mean, I saw her. Her mother is a really tall woman. I saw her one time stand up out of her chair one time. I saw her one time stand up. When we would go places, I remember when we were in high school and we would go to the mall or something like that, like the Union Station in DC. Her mother would have like one of them electric wheelchairs, and she would be riding to meet us there. Like, you know, I mean, you would think like it would. When she told me her mom, I said, what? Yes, and had a healthy baby boy. This boy now got to be like he got to be like a teenager now, maybe 17, maybe 18. Because I've been out of high school for a long time. So this was like right after I got out of high school. But shocked the mess out of me. And I was like, how old is your mother? And I'm like, oh my gosh. Yes, 50. Do you understand what I'm saying? We're talking like pushing 57 here. We're talking about a woman who had a stroke. This side of her face wasn't working like this side of her face. And she was in a wheelchair. Like, that's all I saw her in, a wheelchair. So I'm like, how did, I don't want to know. You don't want to be in nobody's business. But I'm like, and then when I saw the man, I'm like, this is an old man with a cane. And they had a boy. They had a boy, a baby boy. You cannot tell me if God did it for them, you can't tell me it can't happen for you. So, it depends on people limit themselves. They be thinking like, girl, I didn't even think I could have babies. And then I thought I had bad gas. And I went and they told me I was 5 months pregnant. I understand I have cancer now and I'm tired. I'm married to a drug addict that I kicked out of the house 2 years ago. No offense, I'm tired. But if heaven lets you have kids, I understand. And I'm so sorry. But don't give in. Don't give in. Even cancer ain't it. I know a lot of cancer survivors. The body has a way of healing, so don't give up. Don't give up. I have a cousin right now who suffers from sickle cell, and she lost 2 sons, and she's in the hospital right now, and she's really dealing with a lot, but she longs to be married, and she still longs to have children. As long as you have faith in action. Amen. You likewise, you too. But no, don't give up. Don't. Some days you're gonna have some of them days where you're gonna feel like, I remember them days. I just wanted a baby. I just wanted a baby. I was so upset. Like, everybody was having these babies and they were aborting their babies or they were treating their babies wrong. And I'm like, Lord, why can't I have a baby? Why? Like, why me? You know? And then when I had her, I was in shock. I was in shock when Symphony was born. The enemy tried to take the joy out of that, because when she was born, I was crying the whole freaking time because I was crying for my husband. It's like I gained her and lost my husband. It was really weird, but I'm very grateful to have her. I'm very grateful to have her. And God bless you too. No, you're not alone. You're not the only person that goes through that's going through what you going through. I remember when I told my grandmother, but I'm going through. She said, you ain't the only woman that dealt with that or dealing with that. But I did. But you're not the only woman who dealt with that, Mona. And I'm like, okay, okay. Okay, but I look back now and I remember I didn't think I was going to get over that mountain. I got girlfriends now that lost babies, thought they couldn't get pregnant, and now I got one girlfriend, she got two. She lost twins, and me and her would be on the phone crying like crazy. And we both were trying to get pregnant. We both got pregnant. My god sister that lives in Chicago got a beautiful baby girl. And when I was pregnant with Symphony, she was pregnant with her last baby, Angel. And she ended up losing Angel while we were both pregnant at the same time. And then she had to go and she went and got the surgery. And now she got a beautiful baby girl that's 1 year old. And we talk all the time. I mean, I was just on the phone with her earlier today. She was dealing with some issues too of seeing everybody else have a baby and not have, you know what I'm saying? Not feeling like, why is it not happening? Why, why? Yeah, a lot of my good girlfriends, they live like in different states and stuff. But I got good girlfriends right now, sisters in Christ, that are struggling with fertility, and they really want to have children, and some of them are like in their 40s right now, but all of a sudden they're starting to see functions and everything starting to activate, and they're believing that they are going to have a baby, and I'm believing that too. It's only a matter of time. So unless otherwise, as long as you still got breath, you never know what can happen. You never know what can happen. And matter of fact, one of my good girlfriends, she thought she was going crazy. She thought she was like, oh my mind. And she was just like, she was just dealing with so much emotions. And the whole time she was pregnant. The whole time she was crying. She was, she felt like, the whole time she was crying. Your boyfriend and a blessing. Oh, thank you. Just don't give up. Just don't give up. God knows your heart. And he knows the desires of your heart too. It only took one try and Symphony came. I'm telling you, when she get older, I'm going to tell her, especially if she talk back to me, I'm like, do you know you was planned? It only took one out of everything, that one try. And we have our Symphony. And I'm so grateful for her. I'm so grateful for her. And I be looking like, I cannot believe that I'm your mama. And some people think this whole stigma with single mothers and everything like that. After what the heck I went through, shoot. Yep, I'm a single mama. People like to put their faces up. If you knew my walk, I'm proud to say I'm a single mama right now. I'm proud to say I'm a mother right now. I mean, I was always a mother. Even with my babies that went on to be with the Lord, that when it's time for me to go, I'm still going to be able to see my Promise, my Melody, my Harmony. I'm going to be able to see them, and I never forgot about my babies. But no, don't give up. Don't give up, because I almost gave up. I was just like, everybody else can have it so freely. Everybody else have kids. Oh yeah, it was days. It was days where I was pissed. It was days where I remember one of my cousins was pregnant, and I went upstairs and I told Matt, I was like, she's pregnant. And he was like, baby, we're supposed to be happy. And I was like, yeah. I mean, I started crying. I started crying. And it wasn't like I was jealous because she was pregnant. I wanted to be pregnant too. And I wanted to have a baby too. Pregnancy is not as easy as everybody think it is. It's not. You know, some people pop out babies like it ain't nothing. And you got some people who really deal with the struggle of trying to keep that baby. Like the enemy don't want them to have that baby. Trying to keep that baby. Because I sure when I look at my issues, I've had lost no heartbeat. That was a blow. We went and told the whole universe no heartbeat. Then I'm like, okay, now we're pregnant. Oh, you know, she's doing. And then I started bleeding. And I'm thinking, okay, when she's born, she's going to be okay. And the doctor says she's not going to survive. Twice I had to deal with that. And then when I had my baby, I had to deal with people trying to take my baby. It was a struggle. It was a freaking struggle. God, man, I don't want to go through that again. Less than 2 months, but that's the happiest time of my time. I'm sorry, I gotta read it. It said, I felt so powerful and so happy for the first time in my life when I was pregnant in 2015. Less than 2 months, but the happiest time of my entire life, and I had a lot of money. I could have bought a house. I'm telling God, let me tell you, you can still, and God can still give you something else. Or, I remember me and my husband, we had a bad house. We had a really nice house. You know what I mean? And I felt like she was still in the box a little bit because of my in-laws. But I know how you feel when you feel like you're on top of the world, like you glowing. You're like, guess what, everyone? I'm pregnant, you know. And then when that's taken away from you, or when you just can't do anything to help this baby out, you really, really become, you just like, why did this happen to me? Solo. Calm down. I saw the house. It was beautiful. Thank you. And I'm going to get one better than that. God willing. This time, it won't belong to my in-laws. Girl, they was like, we were thinking. They gave us all of that stuff just to yank it back. I don't know. But when I look at it, you know, my husband, he made up his mind that he didn't want to do it anymore. And so, you know, maybe one day he'll regret it. Maybe he won't. You know, who knows? I think we would have had a beautiful, like we would have did a lot, you know, if he didn't have his parents to interfere. But at the end of the day, after dealing with all those losses, I'm good. I mean, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm sad that he's not here to see his daughter grow. You know, because she's so like him, and she's so like me in so many ways that he's missing out on it. You'll find someone stronger who identifies with you better. Girl, if I could, I ain't looking for nobody. I had a person that was like, you sure you want to be one? I'm not even desiring nobody. I'm not looking for nobody. I'm not looking for anybody. The only thing I really want to do is just make sure that Symphony is taken care of. I guess that was my trade-off. I wouldn't even say a trade-off, but it kind of feels that way. Like, after dealing with losses, I was going to have God gave me her because he knew that my husband was going to fall off. And I'm just not there to be with anyone else. I would love to have more children. I really would. And I was thinking that later on, when I'm situated with the house and my money's right and my business is really going good, I would really like to adopt some children too. I just never thought in my 30s I would be not only a single mother, but what's the word I want to say? Celibate is not the word, but what's the word? Single. I guess that would be, well, divorced and single and not dating because I just don't have the desire to date, and I know I'm not allowed to date. And I know some people say, well, Mona, you can, but I don't have the, I don't know what happened, but I just don't have the desire to be with any other man other than the one that I know that I walk down the aisle with. Well, this is the thing. When we define alone, yeah, you're right, alone. I didn't think I would be alone, you know. But it's one of those things where I would tell my cousin, the one who she lost 2 babies, and she was with this man she was in love with, but she's not with him anymore, and she feels like she's not, you know, she's pushing 40, and she feels like she's not married yet. She doesn't have any children yet. She's suffering from sickle cell, so she's always in the hospital. And I would tell her, at least you can go out here and date. At least you can, at least you top of the food chain. You know, she always laugh at me, be like, Moniz, what do you mean? I'm like, at least you could go out here and pick, but you better choose wisely, because you may find yourself in limbo like me, wrestling the flesh. And that's why I keep my ring or something on my finger, because I know them days may be over. They may be over. And I know people be like, oh, Mona, how could, but I've accepted that, especially after all that I've dealt with. Dealing with my losses. Dating is the devil's world. Yeah. Well, I wouldn't say it. Well, I agree with you in my sense that I'm not supposed to be dating. Pray for the Lord to bring someone that he knows is good for you. Girl, like, the only thing I know he knows is the man I married. And it ain't no signs of that ever coming back. So I kind of look at it like, but thank you, Lord, for giving me my daughter. I think it would be much harder if I didn't have a baby and my husband left me. I don't think that I would have the will that I have right now to sustain from dating. My husband is handsome. I cannot stand to look at him. Girl, that's because that devil's sitting up there covering your eyes. You better ask God to give you the desire for your husband. And I guess, too, you know, it's one of those things. Well, why is it that you can't stand to look at him? Dad, what did he do to make you feel like that? I must have been under a spell of a demon to even look at that fool. And I went ride and die for real for him. I cannot figure out what in the world was wrong with me when I got with this fool. My husband is an ambassador of the devil. He hates God. I would really pray for him. What just happened to my video? It just froze. Am I frozen on y'all end? The time's still going, but it looks like it froze. I would pray for your husband. I would pray, and also too, you gotta remember, at the end of the day, that's still your husband. He ain't no demon. That's your husband. I'm typing too fast, frozen. I said, no, your husband is not a demon. I think that he's probably being influenced. I will get it. You really? Why? No, he's not. How long have you been with your husband? How long have you been with your husband? No, he is the devil himself. I can tell you some stuff. Yes, he is. It sounds like he hurt you. It sounds like he really, really hurt you, because at the end of the day, you know, that's the man you married. That's your other half. And I hope that God will just cover your union with love. I think it's so sad. I've been seeing a lot of people get divorces lately. I I was just listening to the radio while I was shopping, and they were like, such and such is divorcing his wife in 13 years. I cannot figure out what I saw in him. I got arrested for the only time in my life with this fool. I'm trying to tell you, love will make you do it. Love will make you do it. Everybody told me, what in the world are you doing? This man is for. Don't not marry him. Well, this is the question I have for you. Has he ever been married before? Has he ever been married before? Because if he's been married before and you're his second wife, I don't know why I married him. He just was wild and handsome. I guess it got me out of my depression for a while until my life was in danger. Oh yeah, girl. That. Look, no, but he abandoned his 12-year-old son when he was born. He's violent. He's a drug addict. Well, if he's violent, then he's an alcoholic. Yeah, it's one of those things where you have to pray. You may have to separate yourself from the situation. But I'm going to tell you this right now. You only get one husband, and if he's still living, you want to live a life of celibate and loneliness. So, and I wouldn't say loneliness, but coupledless. He beat me up many times. Oh yeah, girl, then that's when it's time for you to pack them bags. And you may have to separate, especially if it's a life and death situation. Abuse, I don't tolerate that. I don't do that. I dated somebody that used to try to beat the brakes out of me. And I know how that is, and especially when you're trying to fight a dude, knowing daggone well, you start fighting dirty, picking up all types of stuff, but it still does not reflect the simple fact that you're walking around with a black eye giving excuses. So, no, I would definitely suggest, to try to get some counseling. And if it does not go right, to separate until you guys can come up with an agreement. And then later on, if you figure it's going to work out, then come back with each other. But I wouldn't divorce, because this is the bad times. That's why they say for better or for worse. This is the worst times. The worst times is that he's an addict. He's on drugs. He putting his hands on you. The worst time is not you don't want to deal with him, that you ready to divorce him. You call him a demon, a devil. You can't stand him. You don't even know what you saw in it. These are the worst times. The good times is when you were calling him handsome and stuff. I kicked him out 2 years ago. Gone, gone, gone. Thank God Almighty. Are you still married to him? So you're not even dealing with any of that. So has he changed his ways? Divorce, addiction does not bring out things that are not already there. I was just very desperate. Is he better? Well, this is the thing. Like, I think that most women become very vulnerable when it comes to men. He does not live with me. Do y'all still communicate, or y'all don't even communicate anymore? Well, the way I look at it like this, no, he was caught having sex with some girl on tape last I heard. Oh. But you still think about him. I don't know why, because I thought that, so you're not even with him anymore. You haven't spoken to him in 2 years. Y'all divorced, and he's still out there in his ways. So, are you remarried, or you're looking to be remarried? Or am I asking too many? Nope. What's the nope answer for the remarried? Not divorced yet. Oh. Because why? Because you still love him, but I don't see him. I'm just alone. Girl, I understand that. But you know what? I mean, what have you found since you've been divorced? Like, I guess everybody can kind of regret like the spouse that they chose. Do I regret my husband? I don't. To be honest with you, he just shocked the mess out of me in court. But no, I don't regret him. I still think that it got bad at the end, but he was still a cool person. And I think maybe if your husband wasn't influenced by drugs and alcohol, he probably would be a good dude. Well, that's one of them things. I always look at the best in people. Like, a lot of people don't understand. They're like, Mona, how could you still say some, I don't know, like, even though, well, Slim must have messed you all the way up but you got to understand this though. At one point in time in your life, you're going to have to forgive. You're going to have to forgive. Because at the same time, and I say this out of love, is that at the same time, just like you said, maybe I was lonely and I wanted to be with him. You knew what he was before you dated him. He was a bad boy. He was fine. He was in the limelight, and you was ready to ride or die. You know what I mean? I used to be there with me and my girlfriends. We used to jump on the motorcycles with the stilettos on doing 200. I forgave, not stayed the heck away from me. Devil person. But if you did, then you wouldn't still have this disrespect for your husband. I mean, you see what I'm saying? It's like, I see what you're saying. Like, he really made you upset but you're calling him devil person now. I mean, I'm not gonna say I'm some saint, because there's been some times that I went off on my husband too, on my ex-husband, whatever you want to call him. But I still sense that he has hurt you. He's not my husband. He's the man you marry, right? Matter of fact, if he's not your husband, you still married with him. You said you didn't even get a divorce, and even if you did, you know how I felt about that stance, but you still married with him. Y'all just separated, and you haven't seen him for 2 years. So it sounds to me that once you get to a point where you just have to come to the road of forgiveness, and then it'll start working on your view of that other person, your husband, the man you married that you're separated from, that you haven't seen in 2 years, and you didn't get a divorce from. That's where you need to come to, because it's like you gotta understand this too, that like you said, that's one of those things that you don't want to forgive. You like, nope. Well, all I gotta say is this: be careful not to be bitter. I met a girl, I already knew her, but one of my good girlfriends, her sister always smiled, very fun. I went around this woman, and she was like, dude, I don't like no dudes. Every time I'm with somebody, all they do is mess me over. My first baby father did it. My second baby father did it. I don't care. Like, she had nothing good to say. Like, her, you can feel it. Like, she just was bitter. A man can make you freaking bitter. So be very, very careful of that. Very careful of that. You start looking to be like, nah, he ain't nothing but a jerk. He a devil. Nope. Whatever. Nope. He still has that control over you that you still like, when you get to the point where you know what, it is what it is. You dragged me through the dirt. You beat me to a bloody pulp. You ran me up. I lost this. I lost that because of you. But you know what? I forgive you. And I'm moving on. You notice I was good until I mentioned this. Girl, if you think he the devil, you know what the devil is? That's when he probably sparked something off, but that's going to be something you're going to need to face. You're going to need to, jump over that hurdle and come into peace with yourself. I was like that. I felt like my ex-husband was a demon and we was a devil. I thought he was a psycho, a maniac, bipolar, whatever. Like, I was calling him every name other than the name of God. But then at one point in time, I realized that is the man that I chose to deal with, even when I knew it was, even if it is over, even if it's totally over, you got to get to the point where you at peace. Like, it is what it is. I will never mention him again. It's kind of hard for you to never mention him again when you're still married to him. This platform. I understand. But maybe one day you'll get to the point where you do mention him. It's not going to hurt as much. It's not going to hurt. I've heard a woman say this. The devil can use a man to take down a woman's glory. And that is so true. And vice versa. The devil can use a woman to take down a man's glory. And that's why some of us become stuck, because we can't move forward, because we're how can I say, we haven't forgiven. I'm not saying you forgive and you have to go back. No, you can forgive and move forward, but you don't have to let that be a triggering point. I think my biggest triggering point wasn't more so of my husband, it was more so of my father-in-law. That was my big triggering point, and I'm still asking God to just work with me on that. And I'm, at one point in time, I would be like, this man is the devil, he's this, he's that, and now I'm just like, hope they good. I'm not there anymore. Like, the pain has, you still, you see the scar, but it ain't open and bleeding on the side. It's not infected. You know what I mean? Like, it sounds to me that this man has infected you so bad that that's a triggering point. And it can do that. When a person hurts you like that, psychologically, you will start replaying things over and over and over in your mind, that it can become very deadly to your body. I started getting migraines when I started replaying the stuff that happened to me, that my husband did. I'd be like, oh, it really does. Stress will freaking kill you. And that's why you have to get to a point where you're just like, I give it away. But I'm not going to act like I'm going to sit here and be like, girlfriend, I don't understand what you're saying, because you married him, so I'm not going to sit up here and ever say, I don't understand what you're saying. You know what I mean? I'm not going to say that, because I know what you mean. When you love somebody so much and they dog every single aspect of you, you went from, oh, I'm just going to forgive, and you just, after dog being dogged, and now you're just to the point where you just fought back. I'm not going to sit there and say I don't understand I know what you're saying. But it gets to a point where you just like, no, I don't care. All right, do you? But you get to the point where it's just like, it is what it is. We are all born and we are all gonna die. Me, you, everybody, him, like, have you seen people when they get a divorce and then 80 years later you're gonna see each other and y'all gonna be old, gray hair? Have you gone on with your life to do great things, or did you stick in that? I don't want to stick in that past of bitterness, because a man can make you freaking bitter. Frown lines, gray hair, heart attacks, high blood pressure. Girl, I got a high blood pressure thing that I bought from the special store. Hold on, let me see if I can whip it out. That's what a man will do. Yes, I bought this fresh in the box. I had to start checking my pressure. I ain't never had no high blood pressure. But a broken heart to do that. You know what I mean? You be like, anxiety. That would do that too. Popping pills. That's why you got to let it go. I think you better let it go. Let it go. Let it go. Let it go. You know, let it go. When you get to the point when you like, you know, at first it was, I hope you get hit by a bus, to, man, live long and prosper. Have fun. It's been real. When you don't let it bother you anymore, it's just not going to have power over you. But because that is your husband, it's hard to kind of completely act like this person doesn't exist anymore. You can do that with boyfriends, you know what I mean? With ex-boyfriends. Because you're like, shoot, I forgot about him. And maybe that may happen with the guy you married, that you're married to, the man that I married, that I'm married to, you know. I don't know. I spoke to a wife and she said after 25 years of, I will divorce him soon. Well, if that's something you want to do, if God is leading you to do that, you know, everybody has free will. Everybody has free will. Look. Oh, this is my high blood pressure thing, y'all. This thing worked, too. First, I didn't even know what I was looking for, but I was like, I need to check. After being dragged, I need to check my pressure. But yeah, you gotta take care of yourself. God is leading me. He told me not to marry him. Did God tell you can get remarried again? Did the Lord tell you that you can get remarried again? Or did the Lord say you would have to be single? I want to know these things. Did he say that? But it's like the thing. No. Same here. But you know what? I realize man don't have, you see, the Bible says, why put your trust in man? Because they ain't got nothing but, what, air in their nostrils. You have to find happiness. I'm trying to say, that's why I'm going to be very honest with you. That's one thing why I'm not upset that I'm not dating again. When you have been hurt, you will find things that will make you happy and content. You will realize that trust no man. I'm not laughing at you, sis, but I know what you mean. My person asked me why now. I ain't know. I don't even want to go there. I'm like, I'm still twitching, getting over the last one. Heck no. And it's crazy because I was watching this video. It says it in the Bible, trust no man. Yeah, why not put, yeah, don't put your trust in man. Don't put it, because think about it. I mean, man has always failed God. So if he failed God, how is he going to, I'm not going to say it has been common, like, you see a lot of men who fail their own wives. And they don't protect their wives. They don't treat their wives right. They take these jewels that's in their crowns and they pawn it and they throw it away. And they just don't care. Now, don't get it twisted. There are good men out here, and they have the opposite. They have wives who dog the mess out of their husbands. That women would be like, "Are you freaking crazy? This man works. He loves you. He takes care of home, the kids. Why are you being like this?" You know, like it's, you know, man has become very selfish. For real, don't treat them well at all. I'm trying to tell you. But it's not stopping you from going out and experiencing the world and finding happiness not being with someone else. At first, I wanted that. I thought it was going to validate me because I'm his wife. And when he was gone, I felt like, well, I never desired anyone else. But it was lonely. It was very lonely. But you do get used to sleeping by yourself. You do get back on that independent mode, especially if you was always the one bailing things out and making everything right, you know. But I said to myself, I'm gonna treat me good, and I mean fun in the side in the sight of God good. Like, I'm okay. I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm just getting over what I dealt with, and I'm okay. I'm learning to do things on my own, doing everything myself, right? And I'm really upset, sister, that you got to go through, dealing with, dealing with health issues by yourself. You know what I mean? That's when you know, like when I had to go to the emergency room, when I'm going to the doctor, I'm by myself. And then they ask you those things on the form: married, divorced, separated, widow. They still ask those same questions. And you like, separated or divorced. Dag on it, you know? But I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. I'm okay with just saying, you know what it is, what it is. Like I said, my friend, her sister, thank you, Mona. I'm going through chemo. It is no joke. Girl, my grandmother went through it. She's good. My grandfather, she's good. But I understand. I heard that it can make you really tired. While you're doing it, if you can get you a Vitamax machine, juice nothing but greens, put nutrients in your body, and I'm so sorry you going through that. And it's so hurtful when you going through a trial in your life, when you need that strength, that loving person to just comfort you, to root you on, and as a wife, as a woman, to go through something like that by yourself. It's really a disgrace to God. It's a disgrace as a husband and not be with your wife, and to be with her and holding her hand to say it's okay. But you're strong, and you are going to have a testimony. I've met so many women that says, I'm a cancer survivor, and yeah, put nothing but nutrients in your system to give you that strength after you go through your session, and just, God got you. Yes, it's a disgrace, and he was a disgrace every single moment I knew him. Isn't it something we learn? We knew what we wanted, but had no idea, and now you know what you can. It's things we learn, but you know what? You gotta look at it like this. You never know. You never know. That man can give his life over to Christ. He can do, come back and be somebody totally new. You never know. You never know. Or you may just be like, no thanks. I'm good by myself. Thank you, but no thank you. Yes, ma'am. Learn. Yeah. I learned a lot of lessons. That's why I don't do some of the stuff. That's why I'm not out here dating. That's why I'm not out here with anyone else. Because I learned, like, if I do that, I'm committing adultery. I don't want no new demons. Everything going smoothly right now. Like, I ain't got time for no mess ups. I'm in my late 30s now. I ain't got time for no mess ups. Girl, he must be horrible. I don't care if he walks on water. I don't love him anymore. I can understand that. It must have been horrible. Horrible. And he's going to have to do some explaining. No new demons. That's what I'm saying. I would like to experience and go places and learn new things, and I don't have to do it being bitter or being stuck in my past. And I don't have to add nothing new on my list. And I don't have to add anything new on my list. Why I sleep good at night. I can come home and cook for myself. I can make me some oodles and noodles right now. I ain't got to deal with nobody saying, you ain't cook no steak. Not saying that it's not good to, because I enjoy cooking for my ex-husband, but there's certain things that a wife has to deal with. You know what I mean? Certain things you have to deal with. Submitting. And if you are submitting to an a-hole, there's going to be some issues. You know what I mean? There's going to be some issues. I've seen women that their husbands took them out of this world. You know what I mean? So I'm not going to sit up here and be like, all husbands are saints. Some of these men don't deserve wives. But if you married them, it's like, shoot. You already know how that can end or break. You don't have to, you know, God don't want you not to be happy, but at one point in time, you're going to have to come to a crossroad where you're just going to say, I forgive him. I forgive him. You're going to have to cry, scream. It's going to come down and you're just going to say, I forgive him. I forgive him. I forgive him, Lord. I forgive them and really forgive them. No matter what they did, how bad they did, really forgive them. Because I forgave them. But that's good. That's good. I say that especially about my father-in-law. I'm like, I forgive him, Lord. I forgive him, Lord. And sometimes I'll be riding that mother. Oh, I forgive him. I'm battling that. But I have forgiven my father-in-law too. You know, it's amazing because South Carolina got this thing, and I was thinking about my husband's aunt because she's in South Carolina and everything. But I hope everybody's doing good. But it's hard to forgive people who ran you over with a dump truck, who kicked you off of a cliff that was like 200 feet high with sharp jagged edge freaking rocks at the bottom. And while you fell, and these birds just came and ate your carcass up, and you have to turn around and just forgive that. It's hard. It's really hard because it hurt. It really hurt. It really hurt. You know, it's hard. But see, God knows our heart. God knows our heart because we're human. We are human, and it's hard to do that. That's just like if somebody, you know, rape somebody or molest them, it's hard for that person to forgive this person or what they did. You know what I'm saying? It's hard. You can't say, oh, you got it. It's hard. It is really hard. And it's amazing how when we ask for forgiveness, God forgives us, you know? But it's hard as humans to forgive those who did us wrong. But Jesus always remind me, I forgave when they prosecuted me, and I'm like, but see, Lord, you the Savior. Like, how could you forgive that? And He said it too, forgive them, Father, for they know not what they do. I'm like, but wait a minute, Lord, this was different. Yeah, it was different. I know you like, Mona, it was different. I was on the cross, you was in court. I'm like, you always got me. I mean, when you think about it, if Jesus can forgive, sis, we can forgive too. And literally add no bitterness to it. And I'm still a walk in progress. Because y'all may see a video in another week, and I'm like, look, I ain't feeling it today. I'm just a little upset. You know what I'm saying? I'm still a walk in progress. I'm not going to sit up here and be like, I'm like, Lord, I forgive. But sometimes I do, I am like, I can't believe He did that, you know. But I really want to forgive and not have yesterday so vivid, if you understand what I mean. Because my tomorrow and my today is so full of things. I'm going to stop talking about him. You helped me so much today. Sometimes it helps to talk about someone so you can just get to the point where when you do mention that person, it's not as hurtful anymore. It's just like, you know, it was what it was, you know. And sometimes what you go through, another woman could be going through something that need you to tell your experience or to be like, let me tell you. You know what I mean? I've seen, like I said to y'all, when I was in court, I seen women in there who didn't know how to speak a lick of English, not even being represented, and their husbands got attorneys on them. And I was like, I thought I had it bad. and they got children, and they don't want a divorce. I'm like, I thought I had it bad, but this chick ain't even from here. This dog done went ahead and got somebody knocked up and sent this daggone blonde hair, blue eyes up in here to basically rip her apart. And I'm like, look, just tell the judge y'all still having sex. And then, I'm sorry, but I'm trying to tell you, I've seen it. And I'm like, thank God I know what I know. I don't ever want to go through it ever again. But that almost killed me. Going back and forth. Girl, she was in there like, I don't know. I mean, she could barely speak. I said, ask for a Spanish interpreter. I said to myself, look at this freaking dog. Are you freaking... And the crazy part about it is, the way she met me, I was going on my husband's attorney. I was screaming at him in the hallway. And I had a suit on and she thought I was an attorney. And I was like, what's going on? And she was like, hey, and I was so upset. And I was like, not really upset, but it was like, you got some doggy men out there. You got a wife over here that can barely speak English. And then you know what his attorney said when she went before the judge? She said, I don't want a divorce. Me and my husband still having sex. The judge said, what? Are you telling me you're still, what he said, cohabiting? And then here go his attorney. Your Honor, I don't believe that's true. As a matter of fact, my client has a girlfriend that's pregnant. I said, these dudes are... I know Jesus just like... There are men out here that are very good husbands, and I don't want to take it up, but there are some doggy, disgusting, trifling. You couldn't even hold a kingdom up. Even kings have failed. It's more like, Lord, you could have trusted a woman to do what these men were supposed to. I see more, and don't get me wrong, no, I guess that's the wrong thing to say, because you got some real trifling women out here too. You got some trifling women out here. I had one lady, when I was doing that Uber stuff, this woman said that her husband was everything. Like, he loved her. And you know why she cheated on him? He was too nice. I was, what? Yeah, girl, I regret it. I just thought he was too nice. What the? Too nice? You know, some women would give their right arm for their husbands to be nice and compassionate to them. And you went and threw that out the window for some thug nugget? I can't. He was too nice. But, yeah. Some of these men, but don't, you know, just... It's a work in progress. When you can get to the point where you can get, like you said, you forgive. But when you get to the point where you're not calling him a devil or a demon anymore, you may call him him. I know people that be like, him did it. And then when you start saying his name, it's a work in progress, though. It's a work in progress. Because I ain't going to sit up here and act like I'm totally out of my AA meetings when it comes to recuperating after a horrible divorce. It was horrible. If I ever felt alone, him is good. Him. And he gonna get to the point. That's like one of my cousins. She pregnant. She don't even say his name. Him. But yeah, you know, you get to the point like that, because that's what I'd be like. And people be like, it's nothing like that. Like I said, it's nothing like dealing with the person that's supposed to love you and protect you, stab you up like that, or abandon you like that. And people be like, well, you ain't getting in a relationship. What? Nope. You're not trying to date now? Nope. Don't mean I'm supposed to look like an old maid around this thing. But no. No. Somebody like, excuse me, ma'am, you married? I sure am. Are you happy? I am. Mm-hmm. Okay, well, just, all right. No, I'm not going to sit up here and be inviting no newness. I can't. I ain't ready. Maybe everybody else is ready, but I can't. When you get off that hell roller coaster, you like, no thanks. I'm good. I'm good. I'm okay. Lord, I thank you I was able to make it. But no. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being okay and recuperating your mind, your body, your soul, hearing the Lord more, forgiving, plucking away those that have put their hooks in you, and seeing and unseeing and the things that you learn. Because I'm going to tell you something, and I said this before in my last video. One thing I learned, especially being dragged in court, I daggone sure ain't shy. I speak up. I don't care if you a CEO. I had judges chew me out. So who is you? So that's one thing I learned. I learned how to fight. I learned how to write motions and petitions and even lawsuits, daggone it. I learned not to be intimidated, but daggone it, I had to literally get my mind together. And so when you play back that over and over again, shoot, that stuff can cause damage, man. So I'm good. I'm fine. I'm good. Somebody said, but you just can't be lonely. I got my daughter, I got my family, I got my friends. I'm here. Y'all remember Color Purple? She was like, I may be but I'm here. I'm here, daggone it. And I don't want no new issues. But you may get somebody that you may, but I'm not there. I don't feel like reliving things. Because the first thing they say, so you seem like a very nice woman. Why are you single right now? What happened? In my case, it'd be like, just play these videos. But I don't feel like going through that. I don't have time. That's another thing too. Some women, and I don't know if I'm a be that woman, but some women will choose a life of, they don't want to date. They will be celibate. They don't even want to get remarried. I saw this so-called tribe of women that were in Africa when they were supposed to be in one village, but it's all women. Some of them were even flee because of abusive husbands and never turned back. And the men were so upset, like they need men around. But one lady, they asked her, she used to be married. Her husband abused her so bad and treated her so horrible that she is in paradise where they asked her, would you ever go back? No. She's okay. And I'm like, whoa, because you can choose to be by yourself or you can reconcile. And some people would choose like, you know what? I kind of like my fresh air up here. You know what? I'm sitting up here under an apple tree right now, just chilling, doing me. I go around people, I laugh and joke. I still put on a nice outfit, very, very respectable. I go out and buy me a nice perfume to smell good, even get me a brand new ring to rock. You know what I'm saying? I still got it, doing me. Not giving off anything, false signals. I don't got my body hanging all over the place. I'm taking care of my child. I'm honoring God. I'm praying for my family and friends, and including my husband. So I'm like, I'm okay. I'm okay. Now, in the beginning, it was like, I really would like to go, but now I'm like, I'm good. And I'm not even going to lie to y'all. When a guy approaches me, I kind of get real like, how can I say it? I kind of get like really standoffish. I try to hurry up and avoid before that question is asked, or I try to hurry up and get out of Dodge. You know, I don't let a convo, because I know where that can lead to. You know what I mean? And I try to avoid it as much as I can. So, you know, out of sight, out of mind. Some women can sustain from that, and some women may have a hard time. You know, Jesus said, especially if a wife is put away, that he understands, because he does cause you to do that. You know, there are a lot of husbands out here who cause their wives to commit adultery. I just don't feel like dealing with nobody's mess. That's where I'm at. That's where I'm at. I'm getting to the point where I'm like, shoot, I think I want to go see that new movie that came out, the film that don't talk. That looked very interesting. And then I was saying to myself, I could take myself to dinner, go get me a nice crab cake or whatever. You know, maybe I'll put some little jewels on Symphony, and we'll go out as the queen and the princess having a good time. I feel like the last couple of years with being married and before him, dating and having this as my boyfriend and that, this is the first time that I've really given myself time and really thought. And then I was thinking, like, I still do have my own business that I really haven't pushed as much. If I put a lot of that into what I would put into a man, into a business, let me see how far that will go. I noticed that my credit started looking good. That's nice, the queen and the princess. Yeah, girl, Stephanie, she likes to put on my necklaces now. Matter of fact, let me check on her real quick, make sure she ain't running. Yes, she likes to put on my little necklaces now. And I put the one that got the little diamonds in it. She was like, oh. So yeah, we may go out and do something like that. And it's crazy, because I feel like the older you get, like the club scene is not in, hey, how are you? The club scene is not really like my thing. Like, it has to be something on like some grown, some grown type of atmosphere, like a matinee, a play, or something really, really mellow, something nice. But and a lot of my friends too, like I said, they're long distance. I have folks in Chicago. You gotta cook dinner, girl. You gotta cook. Oh, that's already done. That's already done. And Symphony's not really feeling good, so she's not eating what she needs to eat. Oh, that's right. You talking about cook dinner for me? And that's another thing too. I'm gonna boil me some eggs and eat me a nice salad. Then I'm a juice. See what happens when you eating for just you, and all you doing is cooking for the baby. But this is a life threatened. This storm look like it's bad. It's 140. Isaac has a weekend, so hopefully it don't come up here. But yeah, y'all, so that's where I'm at right now. I'm just, into just doing that. But I think a lot of people are coming into realization, like, when we don't put everybody up on a pedestal, I'm doing a nectarine and plum and apple tonight. That sounds real good. Nectarine, plum. Is that what you're juicing, or that's like on your salad? Because I need to. I juiced some kale, and what I did, I put it in a jar, some kale and some peaches, and what else? And some spinach. I drank that stuff. I thought you would have thought I had some coffee. I had so much energy, and I was feeling so good. So, oh, that's real good. Yeah. Yeah, now I got to start eating healthy and stuff. But yeah, y'all, it's been real talking to y'all. But I need to get this child up, and I need to check on her, because I don't want her to be sick tomorrow. I need her to be right. I'm going to have to make a phone call to her grandmother. Her on my side. But anyway, keep your head up, sis. Yeah, him sound better than demon. But I'm gonna be praying for you. I'm gonna be praying for your health and everything too. So I'll speak to y'all later.